Hey folks, Ryan Gunness here, and this video is some quick highlights from 2014 Network Marketing GoPro event in Vegas. And that was a really good event, probably one of the best events I've attended in a very long time in this industry. Okay, and I'm going to give you some quick highlights of some things, some takeaways. I can't go into every single detail because there was so much to be covered in the 3-day event, but I'll give you some quick takeaways that I had from that event. And before I do that, I'm going to show you a couple pictures that I took from the event here. So hold on one second. All right, so this event was in Vegas. I make the hike from Florida all the way over to Vegas there, and this is day one. Room just starting to get filled up, and it was a packed house. I believe there was about 8,000 people there, so it was a really packed house, and network marketing was represented in lots of different countries. There was tons of people that traveled in, so it was great to see celebration of our industry, so to speak. Okay, there was even some entertainment. We had some Michael Jackson in the beginning. I'll give you a little few seconds there. So on top of learning the great stuff that we did, we also had some fun entertainment there as well. All right, this is me over here. And here's some more pictures. Tiffany Malott. We even had a little performance there that helps us learn about some of the baggage that we carry around. That was great. That was cool. Some more shots here, and I mean, it was really just cool to just see the amount of leadership that we have in our industry. Really cool. Even got a little tour of downtown in Vegas. I almost hit the jackpot over here, as you could see. It was funny. My boy Sid and Tammy, they were gracious enough to show me around, and they actually MLM Recruit On Demand members, so that was cool. And I got a chance to see the Vegas world a little bit. Okay, so kind of going through my notes here and pulling out some of the big ones that jumped out of us. Kevin Thompson, he represents, he's an attorney, he's an MLM attorney, and he represents helping keep companies in the up and up when it comes to the laws and all that good stuff. And one of the things that he said is our best days are ahead of us, meaning that we're the best days in network marketing, we haven't seen it yet. We're in a good position right now as an industry. Eric Worre, try to get one key concept per speaker. So if you go to events, that's a good little thing to do is try to get one key concept as you're recording your notes. Harvey McKay, he said, that there's a saying that practice makes perfect, but he said perfect practice makes perfect. Eric Worre gave a good analogy about being the rock in your business, and he talks about focus and skills and being planted, and that's why it's so important to work on yourself. Go to events, get around the good leaders, read the good books, go to the good trainings, so that you can constantly develop yourself to be strong as the rock. Also, another thing that Eric Worre talks about here is the 7 fundamental skills. Number 1. So this is a good one if you're going to be taking notes. These 7 main skills that you focus on when it comes to building your business. Now, there's other things that you can learn, but if you get these 7 skills handled, you can build a massive business. Number 1 is finding prospects. That's a skill. If you can have a way to find prospects easily, and in MLM Recruit On Demand, we pretty much give you a way to have unlimited prospects for life. Okay, then inviting, being able to invite those prospects, in a professional way, in a comfortable way, in an easy way, in a teachable, duplicatable way. Again, very similar to some of the things that we teach in MLM Recruit On Demand. Presenting. Okay, there's skills for presenting, and fortunately we live in a time where you got tools, you got webinars and videos that you can send people or whatnot. Then there's follow-up. After you get someone to go look at your presentation, you got to follow up with them, answer questions, take them to another exposure. It takes, what they say, 4 to 6 exposures to get someone to be engaged, to be interested, to say yes, or to move forward. Okay, then there's closing. Okay, which should be a natural part of the process if you're doing the follow-up correctly. Then the next step is getting people started. So after someone joins your business, do you have a plan in place to get them started fast? Okay, and then the seventh one is promoting events, and that could be online events or offline events. Your webinars, your conference calls, and your company conventions, etc., etc. Now, if you master these 7 skills here, you can build a massive business, no doubt at all. Mike Sims, he talks about 78% of your time should be piquing interest, or what I call prospecting. Okay, 15% of your time personal development, working on your reading the books and the trainings and etc. etc. 7% of the time is paperwork, and then 0% of the time is dealing with negativity. So it's so important to have that positive mental attitude that you need to constantly develop, and staying away from negativity is a big key in that. There was a cool little panel of people under 30 that are rock stars in network marketing. It was really, really cool to that. And that really, really reinforced that even young people can, hit big, big ranks in this industry. So if you are one of those people that's under 30, you should be, you shouldn't be having those excuses like I'm too young. And I remember struggling with that starting in this industry as a fairly young guy, and, there's so much that young people can do in this business if you master the skills, the same 7 skills that I just touched on a minute ago. There was a cool exercise that we did where we actually used texting as a way to set up appointments, and I may do a separate video just specifically for that. But there's some ways that you can use texting for setting up appointments, and this is more in the warm market scenario, people that you know already. This is not just text blasting or anything like that. Okay, so that was cool as well. Lisa Grossman, ask good questions, listen, and tell stories. That's how you communicate with people. You ask good questions, you listen to what they have to say, and then tell stories. And if you learn to use that style of communication, you can effectively reach a lot of people, attract a lot of people, and grow a big team. Jordan Adler, he did this cool exercise where, and I don't know how to recreate it here in audio, but a cool exercise where things are not always what they seem to be. You could take something that is very simple or very complex initially when you looked at it, and you could break it down into a very simple, easy way to learn. And that's what we need to do as leaders and people as we grow our business, is constantly find ways that we can keep things very, very simple. That's something that I'm I focus, I lose sleep on. I'm always trying to figure out how to make, what we have in MLM Recruit On Demand as simple as possible, or even more simpler. Okay, and you need to kind of focus on those kind of things as you build your business as well. Here's a real good key. Consider that it does not exist if it's not on your calendar. I'm real big on this right now. I mean, even this video that I'm creating for you right now, I put this as an appointment in my calendar. Okay, even when I purchase training programs and stuff like that, after I make that purchase, I go to my calendar and I find time that I can put an appointment to say this is when I'm going to go through this information. And and I don't always keep every single appointment with myself because things happen, but I move things around my calendar if I need to. So that's something that I think is a big one. Set all your appointments, put everything in your calendar, and make appointments with yourself and put it in the calendar. Get really good at using your calendar. Eric Worre has a saying. He says, hey, when he's up to big things, he says yes. He tells the world what he's going to do, and then he goes figure it out afterwards. So if your goal, especially as we're going into the new year as well, is to make some big things happen in your business, say yes. This is what I'm going to do. This is the goal that I'm going to hit. Tell your team, tell your upline, your downline, your sideline, this is what I'm going to do, and then go figure it out. Go figure out all the activity that you need to do to make that happen. And then my final thought for this, and I got plenty more notes to get into, but to keep this video pretty short, is DMO, which stands for Daily Method of Operation. And basically having a daily method of operation that is predictable, where you have a predictable way for prospects to reach, you have a predictable way to invite them, and be able to get them into the process where you could present and follow up and answer questions and all that good stuff. and which really hits home for me, because that's what the foundation of MLM Recruit On Demand is about. Basically giving people a way to have unlimited, prospects, the right type of prospects in the target niche that we teach, a simple way to invite them and just continue to get that pipeline going and be able to bring people in and get them into action doing the same process over and over again. So anyway, this was a really, really good event because it really drove home the fundamentals of some of the things that I teach in MLM Recruit On Demand. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. I hope you were able to get some of the nuggets. In some of the future videos, I'm going to probably take some of these topics and really just create a video specifically for it. But just kind of want to give you guys a quick highlight of that whole process. So anyway, completing this video here, Ryan Gunness. I will catch you